What's up, everybody? Welcome to Non-Fungible Guys. This is a podcast about Web3, NFTs, crypto, the blockchain, two chains, T-Pain, Jay-Z. No, listen to rappers. It's about media, though, and anything in between. I am one of your hosts, Devon C. Codrington, aka Devon Codrington on Twitter, aka Interstellar_NFG Devon on Discord, and I'm joined by my co-host.
I'm just NFG Ryan in most places. Well, hey, what's up, everyone? You call me Ryan.
Yeah.
Just call me Ryan. It's long-winded.
I know, right?
I'm exhausted already, man.
I am too. So, this week in crypto, can you hear that noise?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
It sounds
this desk is a sit-stand power desk, and I was like, this is way too low, so I just raised it up a little. Sorry, I should have muted.
Brag or what?
Take
it easy, baller.
Shut up. It's pretty sick, actually. It's pretty great. The sit stand that's powered, it's really awesome. Like no crank, Yeah, I'm not about that.
Well, they say sitting is the new standing. Or no, what do they say? Sitting
is the new smoking. It is.
Yeah.
Speaking of smoking, have you seen Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse?
Yes, I did. I saw it with the little guy. Went to the theater and saw it.
What did you think?
Did I go to the theater? Yeah, I thought it was really good. I had no idea, spoiler alert, that it was going to end on a cliffhanger.
Okay. Yo, dude, I saw that movie and lost my mind. Like, I thought it was so good. I thought it was, like, as I was watching it, something happened that I was like, this is already, like, I don't even care how it ends. This is already one of my favorite animated films. And
yeah,
there's been a debate about the first one being lauded as one of the best animated films, one of the best animated films ever. And I actually think, and this is, I don't even know if it's unpopular or popular, but I mean, I know I'm not the only one to think this, but I actually think Spider-Man 2 Across the Spider-Verse is actually better than Into the Spider-Verse. I actually like it better. And I know that the first one does stuff that the second one never could, because it builds the world and sets it all up, and it has a unique single story that was amazing. And I don't doubt that. Like, don't get me wrong, Into the Spider-Verse is amazing. And I actually think this one is also amazing and even more amazing. I just fucking loved it, man.
I thought it was great too. I'm not going to argue with you there. It was, I thought it was well done. I loved how it ended. Like, it literally got to the end, and I was like, wait a minute. I was looking at the time.
Right?
It's about to end. I'm like, that's like, I didn't pay attention to the time. Like, I might have had an edible, so it was even better.
Nice. We're in Canada, so we can just do that anywhere.
We can. It's like, yeah.
You can't smoke on the plane, because you can't smoke anything on a plane. But you could totally, you can bring weed on a plane domestically.
Yeah, if I'm going from Toronto to Vancouver, say.
Yeah.
Can you carry it on a plane?
I think you can carry it in your carry-on. Or in your check luggage. Or probably your carry-on.
I've never even thought to try it.
Yeah, I don't remember what I did. I definitely traveled when I went to Halifax. I'm pretty sure I brought it. I don't really know. But either way, whatever. We're getting off topic. This is ridiculous.
But either way, yeah, the movie was. I actually really enjoyed it. It was a good storyline. I would agree with you. It's probably better than the first one, but they're both. I mean, they're up there, man.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah, it was awesome. And
I forgot to
one last thing. There are two versions of it. They're not wildly different, but apparently one of them has a few different jokes, and Sony just released it, and you go to the theater, and I don't know if it's in Canada too, or it's just in the States, but it was confirmed online that they released two slightly different versions, and you go to the theater and you don't know what version you're getting. Yeah, so there is but
the dialogue is different. That's the only thing.
Yeah. It's not like you're getting a crazy different story. I think it's just one of them has some different jokes and whatnot. But you know that YouTube channel, New Rockstars? They do all the movie reviews and stuff.
Nope.
All right. Well, every time there's a Marvel movie, they'll be like, "This is the Easter egg," and they'll talk about all the stuff. So they confirmed it and did like a breakdown of like the differences between the two. So I will send that later so you can nerd out on that. But anyways, let's talk about
Well,
XRP.
well, I was going to say we could actually just tie this into the whole Hollywood fiasco going on at midnight tonight.
Oh yeah, the strike. Nice.
So we could tie it into, obviously it's Hollywood, so it's movies, but we could also tie it into the whole AI. So what's happening is the Hollywood Actors Union, which is SAG. There's a whole bunch of yes. Yeah. They've joined forces with the writers, and I think it was 98% voted in favor of a strike at midnight tonight, basically halting Hollywood. And one of the things that they're fighting for is a generative AI being basically taking their jobs, because they realize that there needs to be some parameters, because what happens if this AI, like if these companies start using AI to use their likeness or their
totally,
which I mean is totally doable at this point.
Well, so you're entirely right. Yeah, generative AI using the actor's likeness. How do you? And this happened with the music artists for the streaming wars, or like sorry, the streaming wars with streaming platforms like Spotify and whatnot. And it was like it was a battle for a long time, that until they could figure out exactly what to do. And I feel like this is the second wave of that in a way that's also going to attack the music industry as well. Remember with that Drake song that guy dropped that you said
the Drake and Weeknd? Yeah, we did. He created that dope song.
Yeah, there's that. But then with this, we've probably talked about this deep Tom Cruise guy.
Like the deep fake?
Deep fake Tom Cruise guy. Like it's that he's so huge, and actually Tom was aware of it and like not doing anything. It's Tom Cruise. It's different. And that guy does everything in homage, or he kind of puts I actually watched an interview with him. He puts all his sketches and energy into supporting, not necessarily trying to steal anything or not proclaim that it's actually the real Tom Cruise. And I think for some reason this guy can get away with it because he's so big, because he's one of the first. But like, there's no protection for actors that could easily be exploited and don't have the weight and catalog of Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise cannot give a crap, right? But like, there's so many actors that at different tiers that, how do you police that? How do you get publishing rights for that?
It's so crazy, because it's like, well, who created it? Did the guy that put the prompts into the AI create it, or is the AI? But here's the other thing where it gets tricky too. Is I was just thinking, like, what happens if we'll just use Tom Cruise because we've been going with that? Like, what happens if the companies have the likeness rights to the Mission Impossible character, as opposed to just Tom Cruise himself? Right? Like, there's so many different. I don't understand. Like, it makes sense to me why the actors are going on strike, because there's so many avenues that their likeness and their characters are like. I don't even know where it starts. Like, if someone creates a character, Will Ferrell creates a character on SNL. Who gets the rights to that character? Is it SNL's property? And then if it is their property, can they turn around and use AI-driven technology to create a whole web series based on that one character, but never include Will Ferrell?
So let's say they do that, right? And AI is doing it so that you load him in, and you are able to do this in like fucking hours, as opposed to, having to have people sit and work on it for weeks. You don't need a team. You just have like Dolly or whatever the video equivalent is. There are actually so many video equivalents of doing that.
There is.
So how do you stop that? And they put it out there. They're making money. Obviously, he should get some sort of cut. It's his likeness. It's his face, right? But
what happens if SNL owns the rights to that character?
Yeah, but it's still his face. And I think here's the thing.
I know, it's weird.
You're right. There are ways, like, people will say, like, oh, how do you track that or whatever? Everything can be tracked. Everything is tracked. I think this strike is just to bring awareness to this and try to speed up the process, man. Like, I don't know.
Well, I hope they get paid, because, like, think about, with all this deep fake stuff and technology now, I guarantee we have enough audio out there that somebody could actually create fakes of us.
very easily. You normally need like a minute. In which
No, I thought
they
it was
have
like
like
3 hours. I thought you needed like 3 hours to get every little nuance of your speech
maybe
pattern.
that, but you can. But there are things, the services where you can upload a minute of you speaking a specific audio specific words. You read the thing. There's a website where you like read a certain paragraph they tell you to read, and I guess it's designed to have combination of different intonation and like things like cha
Yeah.
or blah or whatever. And you read that, and it takes about a minute or so. And then with that, it has enough to form just the basics of
Funny.
duplicating your voice.
It reminds me like when you call into the bank and it's like,
Yeah,
my voice is my password. And then like
yeah,
anytime after you call them, they're like, thank you for verifying using your voice. I'm like, I'm just talking.
yeah. Like, did you? I didn't give consent for that. Like, I can stop, what's coming, but still, I didn't because I was just like. But honestly, I do think about that for this podcast. I was gonna say password. This podcast is a password, basically. I do think about that for this podcast. Like there's a lot out there. We are on episode. Say it with me now.
What? 99.
We're on episode 99. 99. We said it together at the exact same time. 99. That's crazy.
Yep.
99. Speaking of which, 100th episode next week. It's going to be a live stream. We're going to have a lot of people from the podcast in the past drop in. It's going to be awesome. Get it on Newcast.
All right. Look at that. Like just throwing it right out there. I was going to say, because I am on vacation. I'm in the East Coast of Canada.
Nice.
I am coming back. We potentially could do it next Sunday if you want, because I'm back Thursday or Friday. So
I thought it was next Sunday.
You have it written down as Sunday, so maybe we'll do it Sunday and then.
Well, actually, we kind of talked about it a while ago, but we didn't reconfirm. Sunday's good.
But we'll figure it out. If we have to take a week off, then we'll take a week off. Maybe drop just a fun episode that NFG selects one.
We can't, because then it'll eat the number 100. We can't put out anything.
Yeah, that's right.
We just have to wait.
So
I think it has to be Sunday. We'll just tweet a bunch.
We'll put a tweet. We'll have to put a tweet out just saying if we're skipping a week.
What is wrong with us? This is a podcast right now, and we're just talking about it like.
This is how it is, man.
This is why you're here.
We're just two guys. I mean, we can keep going down. I'm curious, just off topic, but have I?
Yeah.
No, I guess it is on topic. But Vespr wallet, have I talked about that yet on the podcast?
Not on the podcast.
Offline, we've talked about it.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Probably.
Anyway, let's knock out the big news first. I guess was the XRP news. So I was out and about looking at the Blue Nose 2 on the Halifax Harbor in Lunenburg today.
Humble brag.
Yeah, humble brag. So I'm sitting there looking at some, boats and yachts and whatever, and I'm like, I look at my phone. I'm like, why the hell is crypto pumping hard right now?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what is going on? And then I saw a tweet about XRP is not a security. And I was like, oh boy, here we go. So
amazing.
Crypto freaking like everything, like Cardano was pumping. XRP was up up 80 cents or something in like an hour. Everything was up. Bitcoin. What's the other one? What's XLM? Is that part of XRP?
Stellar.
What
right,
they jumped up too. They jumped as much as XRP did. So
you're right, lumens. Yeah, this is really exciting. Eh? It's like now everyone's gonna be buying like crazy. I remember way back where we had to offload our XRP from a bunch of different wallets in Canada or whatever. Did you end up keeping or did you sell all of it?
No, I got my XRP on my my ledger. So what nice. I ended up the XRP was my introduction to Web3 in general. Yeah. So same. I initially bought, I think $50 worth of XRP, and it was at like my average was 39 cents Canadian a coin.
Cool.
So I had sold off most of it when it pumped to like $1.30 or something like that back in 2022 or something. So I hold 50 XRP right now. 50 Ripple right now. That's my holding.
Cool.
So I figured it's all profit.
Yeah. I don't remember what I held. I'm going to check right now in the background while we do this
I
though.
remember you
'Cause,
consolidated a lot of stuff into,
yeah,
uh,
I have a bunch though somewhere. But I have it tracked in this document, so I'm going to find that.
yeah, it's
I'll let
always
you
in a
know.
document. It's always got to go through
Yeah.
the password manager. So,
Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah.
so the big
Oh
thing
man.
was that XRP was ruled. So judge rules, here's the headline. Judge rules
Mm.
Ripple sales of XRP were not securities, except to institutes. So there is a kind of it's not completely not a security. So I guess, well, what was I saying to you earlier? It was the fact that, what was the word here? Okay, federal district judge, blah, 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 ruled that pro programming, I can't even say the word,
Programmable.
programmatic.
Oh,
No, it wasn't program. It ends in
programmatic.
matic, but
That's
it's programmatic. There we go. Sales to public buyers and distributions of XRP to Ripple Labs employees did not constitute the sales of unregistered securities. They didn't bring up the fact, they didn't address secondary market sales of XRP on exchanges, but either way, they said, I guess, what would that have been? An ITO, initial token offering?
I see. Oh, yeah.
ICO, or is it? I think
Initial
it's
is
ITO.
they said initial
ITO
token?
now. I think
Oh,
they've changed, or at
oh,
least,
they've changed
okay.
that
I'll
to
say this.
like
I'll say Book.io is doing an ITO, initial token offering. So I don't know if
the
maybe,
nuance of this.
yeah,
That's
right.
cool.
Yeah. So, anyways, the judge did, however, did conclude that 728 million worth of contracts for sales did not constitute unregistered security sales, and those investors would have purchased XRP with the expectation that they would derive profits from Ripple's efforts. So 728 million worth of contracts for institutional sales. So I guess to big businesses and stuff.
Hmm. Well,
So
yeah,
how would you
excerpt.
explain?
Mhm.
I sent this. I sent this article, or I sent the news that XRP is not a security to a friend, and they were like, "I don't understand what this means." How would
Um,
Mr. Devon Codgerton, the well-spoken one out of the two of us?
oh my gosh, this is not the day for that. Not
Yes,
today
it
because
is.
I didn't have this. This
Hey,
is
hey,
on the
let me
spot
just
without.
do this. It's perfectly on the spot. Do yourself a favor. Tap that table up a little bit. Stand up. Get into
No, shut up.
it.
Oh my god. I think because that's awesome. I think because when you look at XRP and you look at like so Ripple Labs, they're a company,
Yeah,
they're an actual company, and they're designing their desire or what they were looking to do is like they're working to combat Swift that finance the banking the infrastructure, the technology, the protocol that the banks use to manage and move money across the world. One of them, anyways. So
yeah,
that's whatever it is. That's more than just like e-transfer. It's everything. Swift is the big, but there's a problem. There's a reason that when you want to send money to Switzerland or Europe or whatever, there's a huge issue, right? Like you can't just send money. In Canada, we only have e-transfer or wire transfer. That's it. You know what I mean? Bank draft or whatever, checks, I guess, but not
yeah. We don't have
digitally. It's
anything.
bullshit. In the States, at least they have Venmo and all these different things because they have so many other regional banks or whatnot. Ripple, like Ripple, their technology, what they're trying to do is actually interface and make that better. I think we've talked about this before. That
We talked
this
about it
can
long
one of
ago.
the conspiracies being like, I'm sure that the banks and everyone are just trying to stall and sabotage Ripple because them plus other companies are a threat to the Swift to their system, how they interact with each other. When it comes
Yeah,
to being a security and not necessarily security on its face, I think it's only because if it's XRP is being sold to raise money from institutions means that if you're if you're giving them XRP, so that XRP Ripple Labs needs money. The currency that they're dealing with is fiat, of course, to exist in somewhere, but they're dealing with their own currency, and which is XRP. And they need to make money, so they go to I don't know. I'm making this up now. They go to fucking Harvard or something, and they're just like they go to MIT, and they're just like we need money, to keep doing what we're doing. And MIT is like, we like it, we get it. And they're like, hey, you want to get paid in Ripple? We'll give you like a crazy amount. Like if we were giving you cash, you'd have to give, if you were giving us cash, you'd have to give us like 10 million. But
Okay, so
if
so
you
in that,
accept XRP, we'll give you like 15 million worth. So in that though, just, I don't know, sorry to cut you off. I'm just going to wrap this up. If you pay an XRP, maybe we'll give you like 15 million worth equivalent in Ripple or in XRP. So I'm
yeah,
just imagining they give some sort of incentive. So the institution's like, sure, we're going to do that. And the reason they're investing in Ripple is because they're investing because they expect Ripple to do great things, and they're then going to get a return on their investment. If you get a return on your
right,
investment, now you're in securities territory, because there's like
right.
literally there's that whole investment seeking, the whole vehicle of providing investment, financial vehicle, is on the premise of getting a return. Sure, there's risk, but once the premise of getting a return exists, it could technically be a security, because securities, you're buying something or a portion of something, or you're giving something, you haven't done work, and you're benefiting off the work that someone else is doing, and something like that. So that's why I think maybe
Right.
only the institutions, it can be guaranteed. But to us, it wouldn't be guaranteed, because there's no full on, deal saying we are expected to get some sort of return on investment. We kind of hope that because of tokenomics. Ha! Sorry.
Right.
I'm done.
So what? You sure? Okay.
Yeah. And I don't even know if that's right. That's just what I think.
So what I was going to jump in there and say, for anyone that's like used to traditional, I guess, trading or the traditional markets, it would be like getting shares in a company.
Yeah.
In a sense, a little bit, right? Like you're investing in them. They give you shares with the intention. Well, they give you shares, and you
Yeah.
obviously are
In
hoping
concept. Yeah. Similar concept. So yeah, I think that's the only reason why. I should read this shit. Maybe I'll like read it.
We don't deep dive here, man. We just talk shit.
Okay, look here. In this one article, the judge did conclude 728 million worth of contracts for institutional sales did constitute unregistered security sales that those investors, quote, would have purchased XRP with the expectations that they would derive profit from Ripple's efforts.
Right.
Close quote. And that's really what it comes down to. Ripple's efforts will give them a return. And that expectation is there, which is why to institutions, it's a security, but to us, it's not. Oh, fuck. I
Fair
might have
enough.
been right. Haha, sweet. Let's go.
I did quote the same article. Goofball. So
all right,
would you okay, let's get your thoughts.
Oh,
Do you
man.
think it's a big win for crypto?
Yeah, 100%. I don't know. Like, yeah, I do. I think everyone believes like XRP is the indicator now. If they could beat it, like crypto is saved, XRP, the crypto messiah.
Yeah.
I think so. It's like they did it. So like, imagine it was labeled as security, and then all of it, and then like it crumbled. I think it would be a terrible signal.
I think it would crumble. I think it would have crumbled
really
pretty badly. Like right now, XRP is up 66% on the day.
Yeah.
As of right now, it was up even higher.
I'm selling everything. No. This is.
Listen,
I think this
Bitcoin's like
level of confidence trickles over everywhere. Like weeks ago, when everyone was getting attacked, and Hopkins was like, "Chill out, don't worry about it." Like people are still worried. Like they're sure Ethereum and Bitcoin are safe, but no one felt. I think this just makes everyone feel a lot more like there's a future for real. Yeah, and that's my very, very scientific answer. My thought there.
My thoughts is the government wants it to be a security so that the government can walk in and regulate it. That's basically all it comes down to, is how can we regulate cryptocurrency? And Ripple was like, I guess their golden apple that I kind of got stalled at this point.
Yeah. So, but I think Ripple they had money to fight this and wait this out. Pretty cool though. Pretty cool. So you want to jump into Book.io now or later?
we can go later, because I mean I've got a couple things to talk about with Book.
Cool.
Hopefully soon we'll have an episode with them and we can ask all the questions we want.
Peeps, we have been trying. It's coming. It's just busy.
Oh, we finally made heads. I don't worry. We're good.
Yeah,
We're good, everyone.
I'm not worried.
Did you write this one in the show notes? Because I don't know what it means.
Oh, yeah, that is
Something
nothing.
different?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was thinking about it, but I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, we could go, like, I could talk about a bit about what me
Just
and
do it.
Paps were talking about.
Well,
So
I
he
was
brought
thinking
up,
about. Yeah, go ahead.
huh? You think and go.
No, I was thinking
Why
about.
are show notes doubled up here?
That was me by accident.
This guy.
I was thinking about Eloop
This guy is like, hey, we got so many show notes.
and Peaq. Yeah, get out of here. I was thinking about Eloop and Peaq. I didn't want to say anything. I just deleted it. About
Oh, you should have. I would have
the
noticed. But yeah,
Teslas.
okay. Okay. So me over the weekend, last week.
Yeah.
What week are we in? July. It might have been 2 weeks ago now. Jesus. Polka Dot Decoded happened, and it's like their conference where they have all these talks. Like Everloop was there. They were talking about all the EVM stuff and Moonbeam and all the shit that hurts our brain. That stuff was all coming out, but we were discussing there was this grill.chat. There's a new blockchain app. So me and Paps were going over, I thought maybe you were kind of lurking in the chat, but we were talking about the grill chat and Eloop and Peaq. I assume Peaq, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I was
PQ?
trying to figure out how to say it. Peaq?
I would assume Peaq. So
Yeah.
Paps had shared their like Polkadot. What do you call them? Are they talks? Or are they showcases? What would you like? They're on a stage with a presentation to a crowd.
Keynote, like I don't know. I had the link earlier on. You told me, yeah. I was watching it earlier on. Where is that?
It's in WhatsApp.
Yeah,
it was kind of like a breakdown. The only thing I didn't like was it Peaq or no? I might have it here. Eloop and Peaq. Peaq had a lot of videos. A lot of their links were videos.
They had their like
keynote
address. Yeah.
So okay, so where do you want to go first? You want to go with Eloop?
Yeah, I mean, I actually don't fully. This is one thing I don't know about, like DPIN, the decentralized physical infrastructure network. And I mean, in concept, this kind of stuff. So, what is that? I actually hadn't seen this term before looking at this stuff. So, what's happening?
I don't even know where you're looking.
Oh, I'm on the Peaq. This is, yeah.
You're on Peaq's website.
Yeah, on their website, on the Peaq Network website. They have a blog about the 100 Teslas. So,
Peaq IDs.
Yeah, this is cool. So it's like they've gotten 100 Teslas, and if you have a Peaq ID, you're allowing anyone to invest and earn from their Teslas that are being driven. So
right. So Peaq is the the blockchain side of it, and Eloop is the one that has the 100 Teslas.
Okay.
So Eloop is the app. You would download an app, and I think they're mainly in. They're in the EU somewhere.
Okay. I actually don't know where they are. But
they're in the EU. It's not in Canada. But so what it is basically Eloop's an app, and there's 100 Teslas in their fleet, and throughout wherever their location is right now, you can rent a Tesla to drive.
Yeah,
and that is all the transaction, the whole thing, everything is tracked and verified on the blockchain, the Peaq blockchain. So it said in the keynote there that it's like you order everything is verifiable, and at the end of your trip on your receipt, you get the transaction ticket number for the blockchain verification. So it would basically go to Etherscan, and you can go in and see, and then you could see all the distributions of funds and everything.
So this is cool because this decentralized physical infrastructure network that they call DPIN, which this is when stuff is cool because it is the blockchain concept, right? It's a decentralized network for big hardware is what it's saying, which is Tesla. But so what is DPIN? What is DPIN connected to? It's it feels like that this is the physical network of the Teslas is DPIN. But
decentralized physical infrastructure network
but
works
where
even from cost.
is Peaq? What is Peaq connected to? Is it connected to Ethereum, or is it its own standalone network?
I think it's a parachain of Polkadot.
Of Polkadot, that makes sense.
Its own chain, right?
Yeah. So how do you make money from this?
Everybody makes money off of it. The guy was explaining it that I think it was that their tokens. I think you hold their tokens, and for obviously all the tokens you would earn, or you have. Oh, here, hold on, pop it up.
So you
there's a Peaq token. Yeah. Every holder of the token gets just like, say you take a trip, it costs you €100. End of the trip, transaction gets logged onto the blockchain, and then I guess it's just, I don't know, once a month, every trip. I don't know exactly how it works, but it distributes across the network, I guess,
the entire network.
Token holders. Yeah, it's like a hold to earn, I guess. I don't even know what they would consider it.
And the thing is, the Teslas that you're using. So are these Teslas are people's Teslas that they're working in? Their Teslas just out driving during the day, or is that a concept they're hoping to do in the future?
So this is they call it free floating car sharing. It means that you can rent cars anywhere within a city via our app without having to hand them over in person. With the app, you can reserve a car, open it, and lock it again. If you want to stop renting a car, you simply park it in the business area in an authorized parking space and rent it out. And then it's got home zone. Yeah, home zone.
It's like
the business area. What?
No, it's like those scooters that everyone is lying around.
It's like a car share. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it says there, of course, you can also drive and pause outside this area. So this is the home zone, is a business area where you can rent the cars. Of course, you can also drive and pause outside this area across over 30 European countries. You can see the current home zone map when you click on a car. And then, there's an Eloop token. Eloop 1 token it's an EOT, is the first security token in the world that you can use to participate in the sales of a purely electric car sharing fleet. Every time a tokenized Tesla Model 3 or Model Y is rented by Eloop users, all token holders earn money from that trip revenue.
All right.
Yeah. So that's how they do it. So you're an Eloop token holder. So you've invested in it. I think that's what they did. They sold the token and that basically they did an ITO or ICO, however they're wording it nowadays. And I guess all the holders who bought the token, all the people who bought the tokens to become holders, that's how they raised the money to buy the 100 Teslas.
Gotcha. Interesting model, eh?
It's to be honest, as soon as Pap shared it with me, I was like, I love this just because it's finally, it's an awesome concept of Web3 on the blockchain in real world.
Yeah. No, I really like it.
Imagine
that application of it.
Well, now you can obviously they've got a blockchain. There's a lot of moving parts with the blockchain.
We're definitely this kind of stuff. When I think about this, it's harder and harder and harder to not think about the convergence of all of the ideas that we see in specific things coming to all the areas in our life. So we bought CDs and we own the music. Now we don't buy CDs anymore. We just stream. We don't actually own any of the songs. We just get it from the cloud, Spotify, YouTube Music, etc. I don't own an MP3 player because I don't have to have anything. I just get it when I need it. We don't own movies anymore. We just stream it. We rent it. It comes to our computer. It's gone. We don't own anything. And then the car, we've seen rideshare, but more and more and more. Think about people in the city, they just ride share, and it's less. There are going to be cities where cars aren't allowed, which I think it's already a thing. There's a section in downtown Boston that's just all walk-in, and I think they want to do that for larger and larger cities where it's once you hit the core, there are no personal cars. They're just light transit systems that are autonomous electric vehicles, autonomous electric trains that just run around, that are akin to golf carts that take you around the city, And once you get out of that main border, you actually have your own cars, but inside they're not allowed. And I think realistically, more and more and more, we're just going to be moving to, like, if you watched the whole Peak keynote or whatever it was, the
Yeah.
guy started off saying, he's like, it's 2035 or whatever it is, and we don't own anything. I don't know if you remember that from the video. And it's just like, you don't own the house you live in because you're renting it. And you're renting it from the government or something because people don't even own it. Like in Singapore, where the government like has a bunch of houses and just puts you in the house and like you're renting it from the government and you don't own your car. You just use it when you need it. You own nothing. There's no privacy. I feel like this kind of shit, this proof of concept model which is actually based in Vienna, that's where it was. It'll like
Yeah.
trickle out everywhere. And the decentral nature of blockchain, that this is the kind of stuff where people were like, it's going to change everything, blah, blah, blah. And then, people just made NFTs and people forgot that the future is still happening quietly while we care about pictures of apes.
Well, yeah. You're
It's still
not wrong
happening.
in everything you said. I'd like to see more companies head this way. Like imagine,
Yeah, for sure.
well, imagine the government steps up and says, "Hey, we're going to start implementing." I'm really starting to think over the time, like we need to push government blockchain.
Yeah.
We need to start like verifying. Like I want to know where my money's going. Why can't they just say, "Hey, our annual," but you know what I mean? It's just all this nonsense. But so I don't know. I love like it's just crazy. All the different like I'm looking at all their stuff like per minute is 29 cents a kilometer. So like you could rent a car for 24 hours, 70 pounds plus 29 cents a kilometer. But they have like there's different like Eloop Plus, Eloop Basic, Pro.
You got to
like
go
their
to
monthly
Vienna and
payment.
test it out.
Yeah, so Eloop Plus is $100, 100 pounds for the year. I guess.
Would you care about having a car though? Like, I care. I want a car. I like vehicles. I want
I
a car
have
that's
to
mine.
commute. I commute like an hour and 10 minutes in the morning and a minimum hour and a half. I'm in my car for like 2.5, 3 hours a day.
But I mean, like, what if your car wasn't like, what if you just went like, I don't know, not too far, like a 5-minute drive and just picked a random car? Would you care? Or do you actually be like, I want the car to be my car? Like, what if you like lived with a rented car?
If it was affordable, I would do it if it was like if I could walk across the street and there's just like
and just grab a
rental place and then just grab a car every day and it's like cost me what I don't even like even $10 a day is a lot. Like think of our commuting on the train to and from and out of the city. That's like
crazy.
It's crazy.
I did that. It was when you looked at it, it was basically costing me $20 to $30 a day, $27
minimum, right?
To get to work. Yeah, because it's like the GO train and then the TTC. So it's like every day when you go to work, plus if you ever buy lunch, it's $50 a day to get to work and survive.
Right, like
yeah.
Oh, but I'm going crazy because obviously in Canada, and I'm assuming in the States as well, the interest rates just got bumped up again.
Yeah,
another 0.25%. And dude, it's like I got to the point with my mortgage now where because I pay weekly to my mortgage, I wasn't even paying off principal. I'm barely covering my interest payments now.
Damn.
So it's like I had to bump up my payments and stuff. It's getting
I know. There was a text this morning from someone that's nameless, but in our network, and they were pissed. They were like, "This is crazy." Like they were like, "The payment now has their payment has almost doubled." And
I know a few people that are like that.
Yeah, and they're like, "This is actually nuts. Like, what are we supposed to do?" Anyways, okay, we're like not even talking. All right, so
whatever. We're talking like real life.
Yeah, it's true.
Whatever.
Web3's got to take this over. Universal basic income.
But either way, but imagine if they do that. But either way, if anyone wants to go check it out, we can tweet out the video for the Eloop and Peaq talk and just kind of see like this is the start of Web3 and real world usage. So I don't know. I'm super excited about it. Some people might not be a fan of it, but
that's cool.
Can't slow down technology. Do you want to talk about Grill.chat? I didn't really do too much.
Nah,
homework on it.
let's
But
do
it's like a
Hadouken.
Hadouken. So for
Yeah,
anyone
man.
that's in the Cardano space, you should know who Hadouken is. He is co-creator, co-founder. I can't remember exactly how they word it. I think he's co-founder of Equine.
Oh yeah,
Equine,
okay.
the horse race, the horse
Yeah,
breeding and racing. Yeah, Equine, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
he's co-founder of Equine, and he is an like OG of the Cardano space, and he did an interesting, I guess, to me, it's like a social experiment, but I think he needed some liquidity. So he
I know it
decided
sucks, eh?
to, yeah, he decided to sell off a crap load of his, so the wallet that he ended up, so how he did it, you know what I always do? I never finish a sentence. I just start
You're
the
like, this is what he did.
ADHD.
So, okay, let me tell you. Okay, you
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there. That was awesome.
Oh my God.
You
So
know what it
dumb.
is? You're not normally
What?
like this. It's because I know what you've been doing. Your days have been effed. And like this whole, because of what you did all the running around today and then us trying to set it up, you're in travel mode. So your brain is fried. Like, I get it. I get it. It's all good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all
So
good, man.
Fahadukin is like, I'm selling NFT. He had a wallet created and it had about 10,006
Nice.
NFTs, basically 10,000 NFTs. And he came up with the idea that he's going to basically, this is a time capsule of a mix of a berry, which is like a 60,000 ADA floor on them. He had a bunch of space buds, again, OG project. And then there was Clay Nation, a bunch of the Clay Nation. There was the Good Charlotte. There were some special clays in there. And then other NFTs that were worth, what is it called? Unsig. What is it? The algorithm? Oh my God. Unsigs, everyone calls them. But it's like generative art on the blockchain.
Yeah, yeah.
He had,
Beyond
but then there was like Beyond Citizens.
Unsig. That's it's just there.
Yeah, Unsig. But so he had a bunch of cool stuff in there, but then there was also a lot of dead projects in there. So out of the 10,000, you were probably looking
before we continue. I love the miscellaneous, like 8,000 miscellaneous. So it's really 2,000 of real stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I'm just
like
double checking it by the list. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it was about 2,000 valuable NFTs and then about 8,000 So he threw them all into this wallet and he said, okay, we're going to do a time capsule NFT mint basically. And what it was you send in 180 ADA in different quantity. If you wanted 10, you sent in 1,800, obviously. But you sent for every 180 ADA sent in, it would randomly pick an NFT out of that wallet. So a lot of degens were like, oh, I want the berry. I want the space buds. I want the clays, right? Some people, the berry went up like 60,000 K floor went like day one or something. Right away it went.
Damn.
Yeah, it went pretty quick. So, I did end up, I guess it's been a week. So he said for everyone that minted or sent in for an NFT would get entered into a draw after 1 week to win a white berry. Again, huge floor on it. They announced it on Cardano Thor's Twitter. Or no, sorry, he had a stream today, and I guess they announced the winner. The winner had 44 entries, which means, let's do the math. Yeah, which means they sent in for 44, let's do the math, times 180 ADA. Almost 8,000 ADA. 7,900 ADA. But
getting that berry floor, if they can sell it, great.
Exactly. What would you say? That's a 10x their money, 5x their money, like anywhere in between there. So you can't go wrong there.
Don't do public math, but it's just 7.5 times their money.
Yeah. I said 5 to 10. I was average it out, whatever. I was right.
Fine. You're there. You're literally right.
Either way.
Nice.
Either way, I remember seeing Fettuccine went in for like 20. I think he got a couple space buds. So a lot of people were doing it, but
20K? Like 20 entries.
No, 20 entries. So it was like 3,600 ADA, and I think the one space bud he did get would have covered his cost plus like another 500 ADA. So he made out like a bandit there. But a lot of people were upset with it. Other people, I guess, didn't really care. Like, even I shared with you, somebody had created, I want to say Fettuccine tweeted it, but I'm not 100% on it. I just know it was shared, and somebody said, but it gave a breakdown of everything in the wallet. And basically, like you said earlier, 8,000 NFTs were just like miscellaneous shit with like a value of 10 ADA.
Yeah.
So, but in saying that,
it's a lottery.
If it was Fettuccine that created the list and was kind of shitting on it a bit, he still went in for 20 entries. So it's not like, you know what I mean? But it says for every buy-in you put, you're expected to lose 90 ADA. So
yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, there was
so one thing I was looking at, so they broke it all down, and then they have 4 columns. The title shows the NFT, and they have quantity, and they have value, and it's interesting. So like, okay, the bones to bury, there's one of them, and the value is 50,000. They had that at the unsig. There's 338, value of that being 165. And then what they did for the total EV, which is, I guess, what, like estimated, what's EV? Like, I don't,
estimated
value. You think so? Because like, so basically, but what they just did was like quantity times value divided by 10K, which is the collection size. And then you get that EV, and it just like breaks it down to like, that's how they kind of, then they estimated value and then pile that up. Okay, I see. Interesting. The way they did it, the math here that they did is so elegantly simple, because then they sum the total estimated value of that, and then they say basically your random pool gives you a probability of like, that's your probable loss for every time capsule pool. But like the way that I wouldn't have thought to do it like, I wouldn't have thought it like this, but it's really simple the way they did this. But what do you think about this? Like, do you think this is a good thing to do or a bad thing to do?
Hadouken or the table, like the
Hadouken.
I liked it. It's kind of a good idea. People were afraid that it's like, oh, you're gonna sell these NFTs and like someone's gonna get a bunch of space buds and drop the floor, because people would get these rare and expensive NFTs and then just drop the floor on them. But I don't think it happened.
Drop the floor? Why? What do you mean? Like to offload it, right?
Yeah, to offload it, they'll undercut everyone and bring the floor down. So instead of selling that, exactly. Because I mean, in reality, I just spent 180. I got a free space, or I got a space buds for 180 ADA, and the floor on it's 5,000. But the way the market's going, let me just throw it out there for 2,500. I'm still up, like, you know what I mean, 2,300. Still a win-win, but I don't know. I liked it. I liked the idea. It's a fun little gimmick. It's a gamble. Everyone's a degenerate in this space, right?
This is gambling.
Yeah,
this podcast
100%.
is Bobby can't get any sponsors because it's a gambling podcast. disguised with blockchain technology. It's all just about gambling.
Oh, you know what? That's a great point that you just brought up about this. So, for any of our listeners, if you do enjoy our podcast, I would love it. I'm going to say myself, I would love it if you guys could go and rate and review us on whatever platform you listen to us on, because you know what? No, because stuff like that helps the algorithm bump us up on lists.
The reason it's hilarious is we never ask people to do that. That's what's hilarious.
No, we never do. And
what you're saying is perfectly great. I'm just like, how have we not been saying that for 99 episodes?
I know. I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, you know what? We need to, and I don't expect anyone to listen to me, but if getting some ratings and getting some reviews written up, it helps us out get kind of higher up on some Web3 categories or whatever, humor category, whatever it is. It helps us get noticed a little bit. And maybe
agreed.
I don't know, get some sponsors and some deals for everyone.
NFTs are taking it seriously.
Listen, we haven't shilled merchandise. I mean, we shill our OnlyFans and put Patreon, but that's about it.
Yeah. It's just subscribe to me. um,
Wag me.
yeah. So stupid. I think it's okay. So one thing about people saying, "Oh, someone's just going to win and drop the floor," and they get mad at that. I think it's dumb to even get mad at that because
It's just
give
funny in my
put
mind.
someone in, put yourself in their position. And what do you think now? Because one person drops the floor, everyone's going to be like, "Okay," and drop the floor, and then the whole thing's devalued. No, that one person drops it,
No,
someone buys it, someone that probably is already in the collection or really, really wants to get in, they get in, and the floor remains intact. Like someone just, it's just someone, one mouse got in or whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. One mouse got in. That's ridiculous.
it's just it's funny.
One rat just snuck their way into the Connect collection. That's what I
Listen,
meant to say.
in the show notes, I wrote for everyone that's listening. I wrote down Devon's going to buy an NFT from Father Dukin's wallet live on
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
And then I went into it before. I went into it, and the wallet's got like 10 NFTs in it, and they're worthless. So it's like, oh,
Yeah.
there goes that plan.
Yeah. We checked this before, and he was like, never mind. But here's the thing. Okay, so let's talk about the real thing, though. So how much? So 10,000, right? 10,000 NFTs in it. All right.
Yeah.
How much liquidity did Hadouken provide for themselves?
1.8 million.
Okay, dude. Like
That's what he was going for. He was going to sell his wallet. Originally, I remember seeing something about how his initial tweet about it was that he was going to sell, here's my wallet. What will someone offer for it? And he kind of put out values out there and all that stuff.
what, was anyone saying values about it?
I think he wanted 1.2 or 1.4. I can't, again, I don't exactly remember, but I'm pretty sure his initial thing was he was just going to sell his collection from that wallet to somebody, to a whale, to whoever wanted. And then I guess maybe it didn't go, the reception wasn't that well for the tweet. And he decided, you know what, let me do, it's basically like doing a raffle.
Yeah. So from that, only 10 of them haven't been purchased, you say?
Something like that. I'd have to look at the wallet again, but there was like maybe 12 in there.
Yeah, but it's literally 1.8 million. So
I assume, unless I was looking at the wrong wallet.
What a way to get your liquidity back, eh? Isn't that nuts? And that's because the probability of getting something super rare and making that money is what drove that. Because if it was just like some other sale or anything else, people wouldn't keep trying, but they just kept trying because it's the probability of making that sale. He became the house, and we all just played the lotto, his lotto, and then
degens are going to degen.
Yeah,
it's not. He's not out. I mean, I'm sure he's got a shit ton of NFT. But in that, for that,
but with that wallet cleared, liquidity created by a jet ski. I say, do what you got to do. Get that bag. What's Vespr wallet?
I'm trying to
You've
find,
dropped that in the chat before.
What's that?
Vespr wallet.
Oh, Vespr wallet. Yeah. So okay, Vespr. So who are gonna sneeze? Let me mute for a second.
I think Vespr wallet is related to James Bond and Casino Royale. I think it's inspired by the password or the code name Vespr.
So I don't know.
This is when you
reach out to them and have them on the podcast and see. Okay,
what's the deal? Yeah.
So Vespr is a mobile app, mobile wallet for Cardano, and this thing is amazing.
Oh.
So again, with Cardano, you can create a wallet on Yoroi or Eternal or whatever, and you can use the same wallet with your same seed phrase on any native Cardano wallet address. It's a lot different than, like, say, Ethereum.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
It's so different. You could substitute the different word for the B word, which is better. It's better than Ethereum. Sorry,
fair enough.
I'm not gonna let that go down. Come at me.
So the UI on the app is pretty good. Like, you've got right off the bat your main wallet, then it's got your assets, but it's for tokens. And then the next little sub button at the bottom is your collectibles. And then the next one would be your rewards. So you're staking a reward. And like, it tells you your stake data, your APY, your stake pool, It asks you to stake with their stake pool, and then it gives you a breakdown of all your rewards that you've received previous and what stake pool you're with, and then it gives you your future rewards. I guess it's thinking you're gonna get. Like July 9th, I got 66.64 of a ADA. So almost, I got over half of an ADA just for staking with A3C pool.
Nice. Represent.
Got to represent Sean from A3C. Shout out to you, buddy. And then the last one, they have, I don't know if you could see it. Oh yeah, I don't have a background on it.
Yeah, you don't have it. Yeah.
They have a mobile browser with built in with the app. Here's the beauty thing.
Oh, that's cool. I'm downloading it right now.
Hey Apple users, you can buy and sell on JPEG Store through this app.
Oh, that's cool. That's great for this app. That's so cool.
Yep. So I can go to my profile. I can see my collection offers. I can see my activity, and I can actually accept them. I can put things for sale. That's the big thing that got me. But then another thing that got me. So I was at the main. I don't know if you could see. Whatever. On the main page, it says rewards on the top right in green. I was like, oh, let me click on that. I'm like, what the hell is this? So it's like checking for rewards. And I was like, oh, what's this for? Dude, it's got drip drops claiming built into the app. Built in. So I don't even have to go to drip drop. It's powered by drip drops too.
Did these guys get, who's behind the company? I downloaded it.
I don't know. For all I know, it could be drip drops has created this wallet and called a Vespr. I have no idea.
You can have multiple wallet instances on it, right? Can you? Or is it just one?
No, okay. You can have main wallet. You can
this
change your wallet,
man. Everything you've said, this is the wallet. This is awesome. I'm just gonna restore all of them to this mother.
Yep. Yeah, you would all be one spot ready to go. But it's I don't know. I really like it. I really enjoy it. Like,
pretty cool.
And even like, I can't show you now unless I was actually sending you something. But you go through the new transaction. It's like Cardano address you're sending it to. Then the next one is assets. Then collectibles.
Yeah.
And then fees overview. And then it uses your face as your password. And then confetti blows up all over the screen. Like, congrats, you just sent off an NFT. It's kind of fun. I don't know.
That's cool.
And then
I like it. It looks good too. Like the logo and shit. That's awesome. Like literally awesome.
So yeah, shout out to Vespr. And if anyone's looking to get into Cardano, I would highly suggest, because what's good too, is with the built-in web browser, you can go to DEXs and actually swap tokens right from the app, like Wing Riders, or you can go to the Space Buds web. So, and anything where you have to connect your wallet and interact, like minting the other day, I minted Disco Solaris. They have their Morbius Pioneers mint on right now, and I minted from my wallet. I connected to their site through the browser and was able to mint right from my phone.
So I didn't even consider the in-browser being able to connect. This is like a huge game changer.
For us, it would be, because we're always mobile. Like,
yeah. So the in-app browser allowed you to go to their website, and then the minting just went back through it. Basically, like if we were on full browser using an extension.
Yes, 100%.
Oof, that's awesome.
You can go to Mutant Labs and do all, like, it has Sunday Swap, Muesli
That's
Swap.
Awesome. Like, and you're getting your drip drops. This could literally change my whole interaction with Cardano. If this,
but it's one. Yeah, so you set up your wallet for DApp, enable DApp compatibility, set collateral for your wallet to interact with DApps, and boom, just enable it.
Good share. You did drop this in the chat, in the PAPS chat, but
yeah, I'm a big fan. I guess I kind of brushed over it, but Disco Solaris is doing their Mobius, Mobius, Mobius. Pioneers. Anyways, what they're doing is you mint a person, like you mint their character, and it's a naked character, not like some have whatever. I minted a chick. I don't know if you could see her here. There.
Yeah.
But then you can mint traits as well. So you get like basically a plain plain. I don't say character. The hell am I trying to
Canvas? I don't
say?
know.
Plain canvas, but it's a person. And then you can mint a bunch of traits, and then you can add the traits onto it. So it's kind of like a little bit like Remark, where you can add the trait to the PFP. Like you put I think I minted a white T-shirt. I left her in her just a bra. I haven't added it yet. But then you could sell the NFT, or you could sell the trait.
Everything
right?
you said is just hilarious.
I know.
Like I know you were trying to be serious, but you're like, yeah, we minted her naked. Then I minted a T-shirt, but I didn't give her the T-shirt. I just left her in a bra. And it's like, I know you're not saying it like that, but it's just, sorry, man. Give her the shirt, Ryan. Sorry, I'm so sorry, man.
The shirt's boring. The shirt is boring. I wanted to mint something.
Wow, you stepping into
it's just a white T-shirt, man. It's so boring.
So you're trying to mint something else. I see what you're saying.
So I was gonna mint, I was gonna mint another trait and try and get like a cool jacket. It's now cool. That you say it sounds so stupid talking out loud. Like if my daughter came down the stairs, like, what are you fucking talking about, a Tamagotchi or something? Like,
I'm so glad you said that, because earlier on you're like, it's like Remark, and in my mind all I could think of it was like, it's a Tamagotchi. Yeah, it's so funny that essentially. Like you'll see like my nephew playing like fucking Bratz doll game. You know those Bratz dolls, the dolls with the massive heads?
The massive heads.
So there'll be a game, and in the game on the phone, they just like go to the friggin' boutique store and buy clothes for the Bratz doll and throw it on. And like you're like, and the kids are like, look, Mom, I gave her a jean jacket. And we're doing the exact same thing. The only reason we think it's cool is because we were like, it's powered by the blockchain.
I know,
but right
we
now
are losers.
I minted this chick and she's wearing a bra, and then I minted a white T-shirt for her, so we're gonna put it on. But I didn't want to because I want to get a jacket because I've had my eye on this one. And then you get it, and you're like, awesome. Post it on Twitter, and then we sell it, and then you make money. And like, there's no difference between us and the Bratz doll game except that it's powered by the blockchain, and that's cool. Web3, baby. Grown men playing with dolls. I love it. There's worse things we could be doing, worse things. But the funny thing is, you showed it to me.
We I was like, see episode 100. It was just fun, everyone.
No, it's fine.
NFTs, I'm out.
You're out. The funny thing is, when you showed me the mint, I was like, you want to know what I thought? I was like, that's cool artwork. That's literally what I thought. I was like, I like it. I thought that, had nothing to do with the bra. I just thought the artwork was cool. So I get it. I'm not.
No, it's cool. It's colorful. No, I know. But you're right. When you pause and like, I said it out loud, it's like, oh my God, we sound so stupid.
Yeah. This is why some of our friends didn't join.
Yeah.
But you know what? We're laughing at them now that XRP pop told you all. I literally, while we were on, I got in text messages and be like, you saw XRP? Like, yes. So that's
how boring that shirt is.
That shirt is pretty boring.
Okay. So,
oh man.
Let's jump over to cool things again, like Book.io.
This is cool, buddy.
No, it's fine.
We're reading, but it's based on the blockchain, so it's pretty cool.
So I sent you a present. I know you have no idea it's there. So
the
white paper.
It was in my wallet today. I don't know.
Yeah, which wallet?
Stop! I don't know what you're talking about.
Which wallet did you go into today?
I didn't. I just made that up. I'm gonna go check now.
You can check whatever. You're not gonna find it.
It's not even in your wallet.
It is in your wallet.
Okay.
You want me to show you? I'll show you the.
No, don't worry.
I won't say which. No. I'll send you the scan of the blockchain website. But I'm not gonna. I can't say the name because you'll know which wallet it would be in then. But I could send you the transaction on the blockchain. I'll send you the website and then watch you go finding it.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to.
Oh, okay.
Got some Danketsu token.
There you go. No, Book.io. Did we talk about them minting their white paper, or did we talk about it with Widow? Right.
We did.
All right. So let's shill them a little bit. So they did the white paper. They actually just released the last of the Mohicans. Today was their big mint. They did a triple mint on Ethereum, Polygon, and Cardano, and it sold out in like minutes, like 10 minutes or something. They staggered the mint.
This is crazy. How are these guys just selling out nonstop. Like it's actually crazy.
It is. The thing is, what they're doing is kind of unique. Is not only are they bringing, so the Last of the Mohicans was actually a part of the banned book series,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
and then it was also part of, I think, the adventure series they were saying, and it's part of a cross chain series as well, which is like obviously the different chains of having the books.
Mm-hmm.
So they sold out like really quick, but they also released last night. They're doing a new cross chain, or a new wildlife series. Let me
Right.
just double check on because all their series up until recently was only on Cardano. So now, of course, Discord's taking 10 minutes to open up. So they
I
just
had it
released
open to be honest. The
Did
wildlife
you?
series. Yeah, it's here it is.
It's like a
Doctor
couple
Dolittle,
announcements
Lost
up.
World, Jungle Book, Winnie the Pooh, Tarzan. Free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep, and it says ETH, and then I think the other announcement was on Polygon. They have
Yeah. The same books, but different amounts. Like
yeah,
more,
okay, so
like on Polygon.
ETH was a little bit less of a supply.
Yeah.
I stayed away from the ETH because it was so expensive, but I just
Mm-hmm.
found out recently. So Alice in Wonderland was the first book dropped on Ethereum, and that's going to be the equivalent of the Gutenberg Bible on Cardano for ETH. So right
What do
now,
you
if you have
mean?
if you have a Gutenberg Bible, which was the first book minted for Cardano from
Yeah.
Book.io, that's like their OG token. So if you hold a Bible, when you mint on Cardano, you generally get discount mint. So if like today was supposed to
Oh,
be
gotcha. Oh, I see what you're saying.
99 ADA for OG holders. So basically, Alice in Wonderland is the OG book to have on Ethereum, and Art of War, I think, is the Polygon.
Is the Polygon?
I
Oh,
could be
okay.
wrong.
Cool.
One of them. Let me just double check. Shit.
Shit. Damn it.
Yeah, I think it's the Art of War. God damn it, I forgot. Someone told me twice today, and
Oh, good.
both times I got it. I got it wrong. Yeah, here it is. Art of War on Polygon is going to be the OG book on Polygon. So for anyone that doesn't hold either one of those, go get yourself. I think Alice in Wonderland is actually under mint price right now. And the other reason you want to be a Bible holder on Cardano is because that is all Bible holders are going to get a 24-hour window to the ITO before public and before whitelist. And that's happening
Gotcha.
on July 20th. So next week, next Thursday is going to be their ITO for the book token. And so their big thing with releasing the token is that it's going to be divisible, because that's what they're using for the reward system for reading books, like everything within their ecosystem. And I think they said that the supply is, it's either 8 billion or 10 billion. I think it's 10 billion tokens is the supply for book. And again, if you hold the Bible, you get the initial token offering first for 24 hours. Then it goes to the whitelist people, and then public, I guess, if it makes it. No idea what it costs, or what one book would cost, or what. I guess that's going to be coming in the next week. They'll make announcements, but if you're not a holder of a Bible, you should get one, because that floor pumped hard after that.
What are you gonna do?
I own a Bible.
You're all in.
I'm all in. I got a bunch of, so for my Polygon series, I'm only missing 2 books. So, and then other than that, I'll have I'll have all the books that have been minted on. I kind of treat it like Vivi. Remember back I was doing all the comics?
That's why you're killing this. You're a good consistency collector.
Yeah, so I missed out on Cardano because I was a little late to the game. I'm still mad that we didn't buy anything last year at CNFTCon. Remember we walked around should we do it?
I'm eternally mad at that.
And then right when we decided we were going to do it, oh, sorry, we're sold out. Damn it.
Like we went over to go get it, and it was just like, Just like it was like
Yeah,
watching a closing sign go up in your face.
yeah, basically. But yeah, it's all good. So I was late to Cardano, and Ethereum was just a little too pricey every time the mint was. So either way, but I got my Bible across all three chains in a sense, and I'm excited to see what this ITO is. I think it could be a big token because like how early are we? Like Mark Cuban's invested in Book.io. There's
Yep.
so many avenues, especially if they open up the avenue to media in general, audiobooks, podcasts, whatever, selling, like you were talking earlier,
Well,
musicians selling their music on Book.io or
so
Stuff.io or whatever they're.
what are we thinking here? That they're going to have a platform, right? And then you're going to have a streaming service that is, you use Audible, or do you know of Audible, right?
I know of Audible. I've
Yeah,
never
I
used
use it. It's
Audible.
ebooks. You know what I mean? It's ebooks, like audiobooks or whatever. Sorry, not. And it's just like a platform just for audiobooks, licensed through Amazon. But it's like, what if book, has got like all these books that you can read there, and then they have music, and like it might be a small collection at first, but if there's enough movement, all it takes is like one deal with like a mid-tier label to open up a catalog of maybe a ton of indie music, or like you
Yeah,
know, or like a giant segment of novels that are really popular, like teen fantasy or something. Then you've onboarded a
yeah.
bunch of kids that want to own in that way, like it, and they pair a couple of them with the actual book sales, and then the platform goes nuts. Yeah, I don't
But
know.
there's so
This,
many avenues for it, and the fact that this is why I think their token is going to be so highly sought after because it's hard,
mhm.
especially with the books and reading. Like they're going to have so many hours reading, you get bits of token. That it's going to be part of the reward system for everything. So I
Mhm.
don't see how the token doesn't. You know how most tokens come out and it's like, it's all right, like Snack and all those meme coins. This isn't a meme
Yeah,
coin, but
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like this actually has real utility, and we're like so early in the project that it's like, how can you? And this is not financial advice at all. I'm basing it on what I am going to do, not what
Yeah,
you should do. But I'd like to buy up as much as I could, to be honest.
you heard it here. Go do it. NFG's told you to
Nope,
do so.
nope. Ryan's telling you what I'm doing. You don't have to listen to me.
Okay, I'll accept it.
Um, yeah,
That's cool. That's
yeah.
cool.
So I mean, I think that's everything. I got lost
Yeah,
in our show notes here.
I think the
I think
only thing is the Ada Mint, but I don't know anything about that at all.
the ADA handle.
Yeah, you can mix
Okay, so,
emojis.
yeah. So
You
that
know,
was new to
sorry,
me.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the only reason I put that in there is because I was moving all my books from my main wallet on Cardano to my Ledger, and I wanted
Yeah,
to have some kind of fun ADA handle that I could send to. And I knew somebody that has like different versions of like my book or our book or
hmm,
their book or whatever.
nice.
So I was like, what the hell could I do? So I ended up going to the website that deciphers emojis into code or whatever.
Yeah,
And I ended up minting. I didn't realize you could do this. I got my books, but it looks like the emoji of books.
was it the emoji for books?
Like I'll show you right now. I'm gonna pull it up because it's my that this would be my this is my ADA handle for that.
Let's check this out. That's amazing. That's exactly what I thought it would be. Yeah. So you
Yeah.
just have to
So
remember
I
to use
didn't.
the right emoji, right? And not like use of the wrong book emoji, you know?
Yeah, that's the problem. So that's why I just threw it in there. I'm like, if I use it, but I didn't realize you could use words and emojis to. So it's
Mm,
like, I guess you
that's
could
cool.
theoretically mint shithead, but you use the poo emoji and then head as the word. Yeah, I stupidly have a bunch of handles. I've got
They're like vanity handles you throw to your friends.
well, one, yeah, exactly. I bought Big Dad Energy. Well, remember we were
Oh yeah, we were talking about
interviewing. Who were we
that.
interviewing? Alyssa and Trevor from
Right.
CNFT News.
CNFT News,
And,
yeah.
and when I just made the joke about Big Dad Energy, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go mint that. So I have that one. I've got a bunch of dumb random ones. What was the
Um,
question I sent you? Do you remember?
no. Damn it, where is it?
WhatsApp.
Yeah, I don't see it. Oh yeah, that one. Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did you want to talk about that, or do you want to leave
That's
that?
way too deep. We have to
leave her
that
hanging
too.
for a bit.
Oh, that sucks.
She's got to listen.
But yeah,
she's got to wait till episode 101.
She gotta wait. Yeah, pretty much. You're gonna have to respond and let her know that for sure. We should have dropped this early. I totally forgot. I was out and I was like, I'm gonna drop it into show notes. You know what? I'll drop it in there now, and
I'll remember it.
for
That's why I
episode
took the
101.
picture.
That was good. That was good that you did.
There.
Okay.
But hey, that keeps her. We got one more coming back. No, she's awesome. She tries to listen as much as she can, and she says we help her with learning stuff. I want to shout out Project Bankman. They're busting their ass behind the scenes doing, they don't release much information, so they're busting their ass behind the scenes. I'm just waiting to see what the announcements are. I guess the new Bill Murray destination meetup is being planned. What else are they doing? The Bill Murray game, still waiting on that. Haven't heard much about it, but I know it's being worked on. But people should go check out their Discord, check out their Twitter. I mean, everyone's busting their ass, working out there. Come join us in the shack. But either way, anyone that shares some feedback with us, I do definitely share it with Devon, and even had some people laughing about Widow's Laugh, and I shared it with her, and she enjoyed it. So,
yeah, feedback's good. It's awesome.
The feedback was good with Widow's.
Talk about that next time. Yeah, I need to see more of that. Yeah, so like us, and like our tweets, leave us a review.
Like us, love us.
Yeah, and we love you.
No, honestly, yeah, you're right. No,
but realistic. What did you say earlier on? Like, actually, leave us a review and star or whatever. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, give us rate on Apple Podcasts. You can rate, you can review, you can comment. I guess on Google, Spotify. I don't know if you like or share. I mean, just anything that I think on Apple for sure. Rating and giving reviews just help the algorithm pick us up a bit, and maybe say, hey, maybe they are two cool guys that people would like to listen to.
What? I did not think you were going to say that. Then you'd be like, okay, then it's a podcast I like.
No,
maybe they're cool guys.
No, it's like the YouTube algorithm. Share, click that like button. It's all that kind of crap. But it does definitely help. Exactly. Yeah. Agreed. We do have a YouTube page, but just audio.
So anyway, next week, big hype.
Big hype.
100th
we'll have some big guests. Live stream, new cast.
We're both going to be engaged for the episode. That's the agreement we're allowed to do, and we're looking forward to it. It's going to drop a little bit later, and you're going to be glad to wait for it. It's special, baby. All right, I think that's it.
Yes, sir.
Without further ado,
we out. Why do you do that? I know you purposely.
I'm waiting, man. I don't look at the screen with all my hair. It's like you fucking start to breathe. We out. Got it.
NFG.
Did I freeze? I'm just damn it.
We out. Love you guys. Thank you.